Alright, let's try it again. Sound test for the desktop version. Alright, so perfect. Alright, and now we're testing the mobile one again to make certain that the desktop version didn't take away the sound of the mobile one. Such a pain to do this every time, but we gotta. Now my voice is echoing. Gotta think. To work right away, and then other times it's like, Alright, mobile desktop people, can you hear me? I see the things that's recording my voice, but then I wonder if I'm echoing the other one. Oh, but now in the mobile version it lost the game music. What happened? It's always something. Alright, we have music back. Now let's... Alright, we got the music back. Okay, are we good or... I mean, more... Okay, now we're doing mobile sound test for the 80th time. Ah, no, it did echoey. Hello. Hello, desktop people. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I think the desktop loves its sound. Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me, desktop? Oh, look, look. Okay, so we got sound there, and you didn't switch any switches, right? Okay, one last time, test out the mobile. Come on. Show me that you have sound. Okay, perfect. And it's not echoing. Alright, we are agreeing. We are ready. Oh, yeah. And now switch the scene so I can see the scene. Alright, without any further ado, let's do Life Makeover. Roy is off too long. I need an update, and let me look for him in the backstage. When I just arrived at the backstage, I bumped into Roy, who's walking towards me. What took you so long? Did you find anything?
Salome wasn't awake, but the test center sent me the report about her injuries.
I wonder if it's recording the game's voice. Alright, so that has sound too. I took the report. Salome was unconscious due to the allergy, but apart from that, the report showed many more injuries. So while she was unconscious, they also hit her? She had soft tissue injuries under the extravagant dress. The diagnosis was that they were caused by sharp objects at different times, and the injuries were new and old.
It may be the result of long-term violence.
who made her suffer from the pain, and didn't she ask for help? So I guess she was like in an abusive relationship or something.
If you want to find out the truth,
Oh, what happened is that they added an update and then it undid everything and all of the switches that we saved. So then I gotta do it again.
you'd better sort out the clues you've obtained.
With careful observation, I can identify the characteristics of the abuser. No, sir, the wounds caused by the abuser are all under the dress. The abuser has hit Salome for a long time. Based on the report, the abuser conducted long-term violence on Salome. Nobody ever discovered it, which means that the abuser knows Salome for a long time. The wounds are all covered by the dress, so he or she must know well about Salome's costume.
Not many people on the scene fit both prerequisites.
Several witnesses present are closely related to Salome. It seems that the abuser is among them.
We found relevant evidence in the lounge.
That's right, Salome's ointment. I asked a witness about the ointment and Salome's injury, and the suspicions are ones are. Local cause Salome claimed that her wounds were the result of allergy. And Leon said that he knew nothing about Salome's wound. If that's the case, Salome must have known about her long-term injuries. Well, obviously. The most likely perpetrator is Liam.
We don't have the evidence to conclude that.
That's usually the control freak, the one that's like hurts chicks.
But it can be a good point.
Though I suspected, I can't confirm the relationship between the abuser and the victim. The clues are in here.
Exhibits never lie.
That's right. Stone statue. The substance on the statue that leads to the allergy is in a fingerprint pattern and shackle, and the substance found on the shackle. According to investigation, the allergen on the shackles and the statues were brought by Salomon's hand. The source of the substance is from elsewhere. No other items are contaminated. It's very likely that Salome put on the shackle as soon as she came into contact with the substance.
Salome stayed in the lounge during the intermission.
The scope is narrow enough, but where should I start?
Take a break to gather yourself.
Time to relax. A new task from Mind Realm. An outfit for playful aside and a sweet and lively style should be great. It's getting more and more complicated. I always feel that some information is missing.
Crucial clues can't be found so easily.
But I think we can roll on Nina.
Why?
Linger Nina reminded us that Salome once fainted from an alley, and Shackle Salome put on the shackles after Nina returned to the lounge. We noticed that Salome's allergy was unusual under Nina's reminder. If we didn't keep the scene in order.
After Salome was sent to the hospital, the suspect just had to take care of the allergic substance on the statue. And we can never find the answer for the case.
That's right. What she has done is unnecessary. Nina mentioned it in her testimony that she left the lounge to get the props prepared, and Salome was in the shackle after returning.
After Salome came into contact with the substance, she soon put on the shackle.
I agree. If her hands were still free, she could touch other items in the lounge. If what Nina said was true, she was not likely to be the suspect.
Unilateral testimony can't be used as evidence.
But the exhibits supporting her testimony can be found. We checked the surveillance footage of the interval, and new clues found in there are: Leon didn't leave the lounge before Salome stood on the stage, and Nina and Larry both left the lounge. Nina left the lounge, and there are obvious flaws in her testimony.
Larry left the lounge as well.
And he left with Salome's glass, which agrees with his testimony. Just like Nina. If Larry took action before he left, he could have made sure that Salome wouldn't touch other things.
When he returned to the lounge, Liam was already there.
It will be difficult if he shows the time. Especially when Liam had his guard up against him. So the person who was likely to do that, it is Liam, who entered the lounge and never left halfway. If it is Liam, what is his motive?
Apart from the lounge, did he act strangely in other places?
Now that I thought about it, Liam acted rather strangely on some occasions. He looked courteous and low profile, but sometimes he acts against people's impression of him. especially when he's in front of Larry. Suspicion. He accused Larry after what has happened to Solomon. And before the show, there was a conflict between Liam and Larry. This is the source of the contradictive impression. Maybe he abused Solomon because of Larry's attitude to her, like a psychotic, jealous lunatic. I can't rule out Larry entirely, but most of the clues suggest that the suspect is Liam. Clues against Liam in the deduction are: Liam has the motive to hurt Solomon. Liam's actions contradict his testimony. Liam can control how long Solomon is exposed to the substance. They look like lovers on the outside. And usually when something happens to like the girlfriend, it's usually like the boyfriend. That's when like 80% of the time, it's usually like the boyfriend, the boyfriend who harmed the girlfriend. And when it's not, it's either somebody that knew the chick or a serial killer that has been stalking her for a while. But they have a secret. But they have secrets behind their backs.
It's no time to be sentimental.
Liam's gaslighting has made Salome psychologically dependent on him. It must be tough for her to get over it. Like gaslighting, that's a classical horror American story that is about like a husband tormenting his wife, or was it a girlfriend? I forget who. Yeah, it's a husband like tormenting his wife by messing like by dimming the gaslight, and then telling her that like she's telling her that her perception of reality is not correct, in order to slowly drive her insane by messing around with like the light, because before there was electricity, the light came from gas. And depending on how much gas you pumped is how bright or how dim like was the interior lighting. So that's why whenever you're like trolling someone and then be like, oh, but I didn't see anything weird happening, that what you're doing is gaslighting. It is like one would never crawl out from a mire once he fell into it. And she wouldn't be easily convinced to accuse him even after she woke up. And we have to find the key evidence to free Salome from the cage. How did Liam make Salome contact the substance? Where is the source of the substance? If I can locate it, I can make a breakthrough in the case.
If my deduction is correct, does it mean that Liam was deliberately hiding something?
Let me think about it. Nina mentioned that Liam didn't do anything when he saw Larry free Solomon in the lounge. And when I asked Liam, he said that he didn't pay attention and then changed the topic to Larry. Could it be that something's wrong here? I have to think of a way to get more information. Did you find anything new?
I am not good at analyzing people's feelings. Nevertheless, it will be hard for Salome to cover her wounds as an actress.
Wait, her dancing dress. In the photo, Salome was wearing the costume for the last scene. I should have known that this dress is invaluable for the two. As long as I'm able to enter his mind world, I can read his mind and prove his guilt. Salaman's dress is enchanting and gorgeous and in a new European classical style. I can put on a similar dress to break through his mental defenses.
Sir, do you have any other questions?
For now, no. But you still can't leave the theater.
I understand. I will cooperate with your investigation.
Good. Miss, haven't you checked out this place?
Why are you wearing...
Now, mind simulation activated. Think, imagine, recall all those memories to be entered soon. I'm ready. It's this Leon's world of memory is so depressing.
Oh,
Oh. Hi, what are you doing here?
neural connection completed. Super speed mode activated.
So it's okay, but and I have to learn more about it from Gerald. Alright, so we got the little bird on the cage and the thing and the food that he puts out for the little bird. And a prettified little bird in there. And another empty cage out there. Leon's memory wall is different from that of Beth. And what does this cage mean? Leon's memory. Alright, just the microphone died on me for a second. The bird in Leon's memory can't escape from the cage, and can Solomon free herself into the sky? The only way to save La Salome is to put Leon behind bars. I got like the mic is working again.
Why are you wearing this dress?
I think it looks good, so I changed it into a similar dress, and I'll leave you alone. Right after, since I finished pilfering your memories.
What a weirdo.
Seems that the mind simulation doesn't have a negative effect on them. It's time to go to Roy for some details. I better take off this eye-catching dress. Let me put something sweet and warm. And it's a bit cold. I got it.
New clues?
We need to confirm a few details. For example, do you know what souvenirs are needed to Brinia?
Antique crystal glasses, handmade tinware, and...
That's it. Salome's glass is rarely seen style of glass in the market. Nina said that Liam bought it for her. The two met each other in Brinia, and perhaps Salome's glass came from there. Apart from that, we need direct evidence, and can you assist to ask the police for help?
I can convey the message.
We need to analyze the dust in the smoke machine and compare it with the material of Salome's glass. We may find bags or gloves in the sewer or bins. There may be allergens in them, and we have to take samples for analysis after obtaining them.
Seems that you've confirmed what Liam has done.
Is the truth as hard as it is to accept?
Things have happened. What we should do is seek justice for Salome.
That's right, I will not let the suspect get away with it. Another new task. I still need to improve my mind simulation skill. This time should wear cool and dynamic clothes with street snaps.
Sir. Yes. It's you. How can I help?
We found the items that the medical examiner mentioned. We are analyzing the samples.
She already knows who the suspect is.
We'll all know once the results of the analysis is released.
We've been waiting for a long time. I think you won't mind closing the case as soon as possible.
I solved all of the mysteries. The suspect behind what happened to Salome on the stage is
Why?
this guy, Leon. Her scum boyfriend, Leon. You did all this. How can you be such a cliche?
Me? Why?
How is that possible?
Oh?
Sir, where did this girl come from? Is she a cop?
If you insist on messing with our work, we have to get you out.
She is the detective we invited to help with the investigation. I've made it clear in the previous discussion.
Fine. The condition is that she can provide us with useful information.
Detective? Can a detective groundlessly accuse someone?
I have proof. Take that. I forgot which one was it. The glass given to Salome by Leon, one of the Salome's treasure items. And the cup.
It's Salome's glass. I gave it to Salome. But you can't use it to frame me.
It doesn't have Liam's fingerprints on it. Only Larry's.
My fingerprints are not even on it. I never touched this glass.
The problem with the glass is Salome has no fingerprints on the glass she's been using. So they were wiped clean. Isn't that weird?
What does that have to do with me? Larry's fingerprints are on the glass. He could have done it. He pestered my Salome every day, but she was loyal to me. That's why he was pissed off!
The matter related to what he said is I forgot which one was it? No, they had a conflict before the banquet. They went backstage before the banquet started. Apart from that, there's another scene. The matter related to what he said is they had a conflict before the banquet started. So Leon and Larry had fallen before the show started. And Leon admitted that he hated Larry.
It has nothing to do with the case!
That's why Larry's fingerprints were found on the glass, and that he was trying to frame him. He wanted to frame Larry.
Nonsense! Where's the evidence?
Look, what's this? The substance is found on both the props and Solomon's list. The suspicious powder was sent to death. Nina's fingerprints were found on the list placed on the table in the dressing room. I think it was the suspicious powder, yeah.
How do I know?
The test showed that the powder is not dust. Its content is the same as that of an object at the scene.
Does this have to do with me? I don't care!
Leon gave his glass to Salome while touring in Britannia and made the Britannia steaming with such as tinware and crystal goods. It's Salome's glass. Britannia, the place where your first tour was held, is famous for tinware. You bought the glass for Salome there.
Tin will become powder at a low temperature.
Both Salome's dress and the tray are intact, and then where does the powder come from? A powder with the same batch as a glass that was produced years ago can be seen everywhere, right?
So what? It's none of my business!
What should I do? I don't have a direct evidence.
Salome's hands are full of allergens. But except for the items she touched on the stage, I can't find the allergic substance anywhere else. At this time, glass that didn't exist appeared. Is it a coincidence?
It's...
Someone destroyed the glass. Let's assume that there was an identical glass and Salome thought it was hers, so she took it. But unexpectedly, it was drugged with a substance. But at this time, someone walked in and urged her to get prepared and put on the shackles for her. Thus, before the scene where Solomon broke the shackles, she didn't have the chance to touch other things. Until she touched the statue's lips and kissed them.
Where did the contaminated glass go?
It may have become powder like the dust in the smoke generator.
Where's the evidence? Do you have any?
I believe you must be wearing gloves while committing the crime, and there must be fingerprints on the inside. So yeah, wearing gloves to hide your fingerprints is not as fail-safe as you think, unless if you melt the gloves in battery acid, because the gloves are gonna contain all of the trace evidence of everything that you touched, and your fingerprints linking you to the crime scene. So any future crime people out there, beware the gloves. Whatever, don't do crime. Be nice and whatever. Love is the answer, not that nonsense, blah blah blah. And let's continue with this crime, fashion, drama. This mind control element. But you were at the backstage before the incident, and you were under the police surveillance after that.
According to Lacard's exchange principle, items present won't vanish for no reason.
The gloves and the powder glass are either on you or thrown into the bin or sewer.
We've informed the police of that. I guess they're looking for the physical evidence.
No! It's not me! Sir. Yes. If I wanted to hurt Salome, I could have had her touch the allergic substance anywhere! Why do I have to do so many unnecessary things?
Because you know so well that the only thing to trap her for Evan is to let her know that you can destroy her most invaluable stage. If she can't perform, there's nothing left to her.
This is all your imagination. You have no evidence!
The test report is out. The allergic substance, as well as Liam's fingerprints, were found on the exhibits. The evidence is solid. Arrest him.
She didn't listen to me even if I've hit her a few times! I was forced to do that! I just wanted her to behave!
She's not your belonging and you have no right to control her.
Well said.
Manon, why are you here?
Only now do I know. Liam was particular about the design of the dress to cover Salome's injuries. He has no humanity. He doesn't deserve to talk about the arts.
Bullshit! I was the one who made Salome popular! She is most perfect product! She ruined everything herself! She deserted. She betrayed me! I didn't mean to kill her. I just wanted to give her the punishment she deserved! She has to understand that she will never have perfect shows if she betrays me!
You are insane, my good sir.
This girl is
bad
actually a detective. She is quite capable.
I just want to help the innocent Salome find out the truth.
I feel so sorry for Salome because she met such a hypocrite. Fortunately, his hypocrisy was exposed. Otherwise, Salome would suffer at his hands for much longer. This case is all thanks to you.
I just see what I can do.
Ding! New task message.
A new styling task?
Yeah.
Glamour photo of a girl.
A glamour photo of a girl
Try to be gorgeous
yet
yet in
fresh in color,
fresh
and that
colors.
should be great.
That So, you're a detective. Is fashion design just a hobby?
Mine's actually the other way around. My fashion design is my main job, while the detective thing is just a hobby. My primary work is costume design, and I started working as a detective by accident.
As luck would have it. I followed your Wana account. Please feel free to contact me anytime. Ah, here you are.
The tarot?
Salome once came to me in private for her stage costume. I took some time to make her the dress. As she said, this is her gift of gratitude, which could bring good luck. Now it is yours. All thanks to you, she can finally get rid of the troubles. Well, hope she soon recovers from the relationship and moves forward. Enough. I have to meet a client tonight. Bye.
But I have other things to do here.
Since the case is closed, can we take the exhibits we need?
This is what you asked for.
I copy and I send it to Gerald.
Glad to hear that.
Thank you for your help.
Don't mention it. It's my job. We police needed that information too.
It takes a while to get the results, and let me check a new task. This time I should put on a light and simple clothes for everyday trip. The eye makeup doesn't really matter much because I got like thick eyeglasses. It doesn't take too long to receive Geralt's results.
The result shows that the order does not come from here. That place is only used to shift the IP address.
It seems that Geralt was right. I came here for nothing.
At least you helped Sadame find out the truth.
But
The exhibit has been retrieved, and working time is over. I still have a chance to relax before returning home.
Whoa, wait. Such a workaholic like you wants to relax? Miss Detective, that's something you must not miss.
Why are you still here?
Miss Detective cleared my guilt. So I came to thank her, okay? I know a good coffee shop nearby. Many famous writers recommend it. I wonder if you were interested.
She has things to do.
Then at least leave your contact information. If I meet similar things in the future, I may need your help, Miss Detective.
sure.
Whatever.
I'll leave you alone then. Miss Detective, we should stay in touch after you return.
Don't bother.
We are now where we began and nothing was figured out. What should we do next? Go home? We got no extra information here.
The earliest flight is tomorrow morning.
But what else can we do here?
It's your first time in the city, so I think you haven't been to Relic Park here.
No, I didn't. Thank you very much. But I'm not in the mood for sightseeing when there's no clues about Ashley's case.
May I share something with you? I think you might be interested.
Is there anything else to this case? Since the night has not fallen yet, we head for the Heritage Park together. Another task of Mind Realm. A unique Chinese style, play an elegant intellectual style, and sweet adornments to be unique and amazing. The ruins park is not far, but I didn't expect that there will be traffic jam on my way there. Let me share the banner, and I just gotta request new streetwear for the summer. Golden fresh clothes would be great. By the time we get there, it's getting dark. The sky is rosy red, and there's a breeze in my ears mixed in with the cools of the hummingbird. Wait, what? I have legit hummingbirds in my house, And they don't. I never heard. The only sound I hear from a hummingbird is like them flapping their wings, and it's actually very light because they're such tiny birds. Whatever. Maybe it's just like a weird translation error or something, you know. The coos or the hummingbird. Okay. Hummingbirds don't coo. I had legit hummingbirds in my backyard. Cute little tiny guys. I never been able to get a good photo of them because like they just don't stand still. You know? And by the time my camera's ready to just do like a regular recording, they flew away. They come, they eat their nectar, and then they leave. Fun little birds. Mostly because it's like I also like a ravenous eagle in my backyard. It has trouble catching the little ones, but it would eat literally everything else, including people and small little animals. So if you got like a little chihuahua and you pass by my house, beware the eagle. The vast scenery around me somehow makes me feel better.
It's the time when the scenery is most beautiful in the day.
I didn't expect you to be so romantic. You do have something to tell me, don't you? You didn't just drag me to watch the ruins and like sweet talk. Well, then again, he kind of like followed me from like another country on an airplane. So yeah, obviously the dude has an agenda. I guess it must be difficult for like such a spaz to woo a pretty lady. So, you know, just going, he's not a stalker. He's just investigating me from afar. You know, it's not stalking if it's police work, you know.
Right. I want to tell you about your sister's incident. I once met a similar case in the center. Many years ago, a small boy died from a heart attack when he was setting off fireworks.
Well, it is suspicious. I mean, a child dying of a heart attack while setting a firework, and my sister did drop dead near fireworks. Must be the work of an enemy stand.
An identical red dot was found on his wrist.
Did you find the suspect?
Nah.
I guess so, or you won't come to me for Ashley's case.
Someone is still looking into it, even after it's been so long.
What about you?
When we took your sister's case that evening, we finally found a second case.
Well, you know, if there's like more than one case with like similar stuff, then it's like that's usually how serial killers start. The first, like usually like how serial killers follow their pattern is that they first kill someone and then like they woof out for like a while, sometimes weeks and even years, and then eventually they work up the courage to do the crime again. And then after the second time of them getting away with it, that's when like they start becoming confident, and then the time between each murder gets smaller and smaller until it becomes completely impossible to ignore. So yeah, so catching him before there's a third victim is like imperative, or him or her. But then again, usually, statistically speaking, there's a lot more serial killer guys than girls. I guess a serial killer is just like a guy thing, you know? And it's usually like female victims. Or maybe the female serial killers are better at hiding their crimes, you know? Because just because they haven't caught the same number of female serial killers as they done male doesn't mean that women are not capable of being as psychotic as guy serial killers. Whatever, I'm getting sidetracked. Did you ever see the strange pattern of the scale during the investigation?
I can't remember.
What do you mean you can't remember?
But in the case at the time, I seem to have seen a strange symbol.
What was it?
The pattern of a sword.
If the two cases are linked, scale and sword, it seems to have I seem to have seen this somewhere recently.
Recently?
It's a novel, the sword and the scale pattern on the cover. Oh, in the Meteor from Hell. Oh, the only meteor from hell that I know is the meteor attack of Sephiroth, which was even like the icon decoration of Final Fantasy VII. But then I remember like that joking 2.5 Men where like whenever Alan's story was getting boring, he'd be like, and then suddenly a meteor falls and there's chaos everywhere. So that's why I find meteors hilarious, because it feels like a narrative crunch, you know? Whenever things getting boring, just throw a meteor in them and your story's gonna get like wild and crazy. It's the easy button. And just consider all of the meteor story. You got like Armageddon and a bunch of like disaster movies, all because of a meteor that NASA should have seen like from a mile away since like 30 years in advance. But no, suddenly there's those sneaky meteors. They're gonna sneak up on you. The tarot cards the heroine drew when she revealed the truth.
What a flight of fancy.
You know, I have like tarot cards and I don't remember any tarot card being a meteor. I mean, there's the star and also the moon tarot card, but not a meteor card. Although I think the moon card sometimes has a meteor on the picture, you know. It just depends on whether it's like the traditional tarot card or like the Kabbalistic Toss tarot card, which is like the Toss tarot cards. They have like super amazing design. You should check them out. They're like very pretty. Well, but it's been so many years, and how is it possible to find any clues?
My point is,
your point is that I look very beautiful under the sunset, and the case was the only excuse you found to speak with me?
as long as one doesn't give up, there will always be an answer. It's just like that relic over there. Although its origin remained unknown to date. As long as it is there, research will be ongoing. There is hope that the truth will be out one day.
Discovering the truth will not make the heritage alive again. It can be restored to its original shape. So it's like the main character telling all of the archaeologists that your work is pointless. Thanks for your comfort, but I can't accept the fact that the puzzle of my sister's death is unresolved.
Then, yell at the cliff.
Huh?
Scientifically, you can release your pressure in this way.
Man, I might yell, but don't record me, because like it might ruin my match. Obviously the proposal is a bit ridiculous, but I accept it. Yeah. It still feels like that was his greatest way of like getting the main character to go out on a date with him. And it even includes like the beautiful sunset day scenery. But yeah, that's one way to get like your worker friend, you know, just pretend that you're going out to like discuss work stuff, but like hey, but like take her to like a nice place, and then you'll be like, surprise, we were actually on a date, haha. Or you can just ask a person on a date like a normal human being instead of making fun of flimsy excuses. But whatever, it's easier said than done. People be shy. I will find out the truth about my sister's death.
I hope that all of our wishes will come true.
The setting sun was shining on his serious face and outlining his profile with a golden edge. With blessed wishes be realized, I was praying to myself. Well, usually you don't pray to yourself, you pray to God. Although atheists supposed to be like, well, technically you're praying to yourself. Whatever, people are allowed to believe or not believe whatever they want, as long as they don't do as long as they're not Spanish Inquisition about it, you know, like believe what I say or I heard you a lot. Be nice to people. A new text message. This time I should wear a simple and sexy, what a unique style. Now I feel that he just hacked my account to like make me wear what he wants, what he feels it should be like a gray beach setting outfit. After I returned home, Larry sent me a message saying that he wanted to ask for a favor. I agreed to meet him, but unexpectedly he asked me to meet him near the agency. And I got so many messages, and could they be the progress of Ashley's case? Turns out that Manon mentioned me in her post, and her fans sought me out of curiosity. The time is almost up, and let's go to the cafe shop to meet Larry. What should I wear for the appointment?
Did you remember the appointment today? Actually, I want to ask you something unrelated to the case. Last time, in addition to your unique gift for deduction, your outfits left me with a deep impression. I want to make the novel Meteor from Hell a series. The heroine will show up with different images in every book, but I have no inspiration. Let's talk about the details when we meet. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Miss Detective.
Meteor from Hell, and I remember the heroine being a detective who uncovers the truth under the starry sky. Since she will be under the starry sky, that must be romantic. I guess maybe he's like the self-writer because like in some novels like in Niebla, mostly Monamono's work and like other Spanish writers, the author likes to appear within his book world. So and like also Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of Solitude. Like if you don't want to like read, you can just watch the Netflix adaptation of the book. It is good. I had no bad things to say about it. But yeah, the point is that like the writer is a self-inserted character, Mercado, which is an anagram for Gabriel Garcia or something. I forget it. Whatever. The point is that like the book that you're reading is also like a prop that you can read in the book, and even Don Quixote did that as well. That the writer is a self-inserted character in the Don Quixote book, así de amante, but also as another dude. And even Don Quixote reads the first part of his book, and then he was wondering, like, how the hell did this guy write it? Was he like stalking me throughout my entire campaign? And he even even the character self critiques himself, which is hilarious. But do I have elegant and fresh clothes that are just like a starlight, and a fairy tale style would be great. Ashley once took me to this coffee shop, and I'm pretty familiar with it.
This is the coffee specially made for you, Miss Detective. Want to have a try?
Larry's making coffee behind the counter, and the steam is rising and surrounding his face. Well, they say that like regular bars are like going bankrupt left and right because like right now what people want is they don't want to like get drunk. They want to get like coffee nuts, you know, like right now and now like the only bars that are surviving are those that are doing like hybrids, you know. That's why like Starbucks is like king right now, because like people are tired of getting drunk. They just want to like drink coffee and get like hyper caffeinated so that they can take the world by a storm. This seems to be his usual attire. He isn't in a uniform but an apron, and he doesn't look like a staff. So he just made personally me coffee. Part-time job? Turns out he can make coffee, and does he work here? Well, he's a writer, so obviously he needs like a job in order to like sustain himself. I mean, I'm not a streamer that writes books on the side. I'm a writer that does a little streaming on the side. But I can't like come writing my job yet because it's a long game. Like becoming like a rich and famous writer is not as easy as they make it seem in the movies. It's a lot of hard work. But I haven't given up hope. Most of it is that I enjoy writing, so I do it because I like writing. And if you don't like writing, then you can like what are you even doing with your life, man? He does nothing like a novice. Larry passed the coffee to me and untied the apron and walked out of the bar counter. Well, the coffee shop's pretty empty. I remember there's like a little visual novel game called Coffee Talk, so you can definitely, so if you like coffee and like talking, then yeah, that's the game. I did like I live streamed the second part, but not like the first part, cause like the first part they were like uber nasty about the copyright stuff, and since I wasn't gonna get anything for like live streaming it, I'd be like, oh, screw that. He becomes a guy in my impression, and after he changes into his usual clothes. I've been to this coffee shop, but I didn't seem to have seen you here. I guess must be that meteor from hell isn't selling as good. It's probably like the sales are probably in hell. So I guess now he works as a coffee shop owner, cause you gotta pay the bills.
The shopkeeper is my friend.
If you say so. It's a nepotism hire. He's friendless and like mess around with coffee.
He taught me how to make coffee.
I like making coffee. Like anyone can make coffee. Not like where coffee becomes an art is like when you make cool little patterns or messing around with like the brew or the grain coffee luwak and like combining it with stuff. Like it can get very fancy, but I'm not like a big coffee person, but I know coffee people that are always like experimenting with like flavors and stuff and different grains, like they take coffee drinking and turn it into and make it as complicated as like traditional mixology drinks. Aren't you a novelist?
Have you heard the saying? Coffee is a writer's best companion?
Well, if you're Hemingway, Cuban rum is your best companion. Or a Tway beer. They like to mess around in Cuba a lot. Like I remember like a weird story of Hemingway that like while he was in Cuba, and like he took down like a Nazi submarine. He just got there on a fishing boat and like wailed on them. It's like nuts. But then again, that's Hemingway. That's what all of the crazy things that Hemingway had to do in order to bring attention to his book, like put on a show, You could even consider him as an early influencer because he was like constantly doing like crazy stunts and like making certain that people saw him, and then they'd be like, "Wow, let's go read the book of this cool guy." So yeah, I guess that was a crazy way of like getting good marketing for like your writing back in the day to like just get yourself into a bunch of crazy situations. He was a cat lover. That's like his house in Florida is full of cats, or was full of cats. I don't know what happened to the cats, but yeah. I never heard about it before.
What a pity. I bet your sister does.
You know, my sister. Well, that's the thing with people that claim to know your dead family members. Like, the living person has no way of, like the dead person has no way of telling this stranger that whether they're speaking the truth or not, because, like, they're no longer around. The point is that if you have, like, a dead sibling or family member, feel very sorry for you, like a parent, but be careful of people that claim to know your significant dearly departed, you know? Because they might be like creeps taking advantage of your grief in order to like get something for you. Or maybe just like the paranoia speaking, you know. Whatever, I have my reasons for being paranoid, you know. Hopefully things went a little better on your end.
Not quite. I just heard about her name. After all, Ashley is a famous detective. I often heard her name in the news over the past years.
Ashley has told me about your novels.
It's my honor. This is a limited edition bookmark.
This is a limited
It's
edition
of the same
bookmark.
style as
It's
the
of
tarot
same
cards the
style as
heroine
the
uses.
tarot,
Take it.
The heroine uses. Well, based on the design of this, it's probably mimicking the Empress tarot card. It is the same style as the tarot card, heroine. Take it.
Actually, I intend to turn Meteor from Hell into a series. The heroine is the diviner as well as the detective. I want to talk to a real detective to gather materials. I wonder if your sister has time.
She will never have time.
Hey, won't you give it a thought, Miss Detective? I may help if she runs into difficulties.
Well, I guess the news is that the sister's dead hasn't circulated much. It's not that, my sister's gone. I went to transfer to investigate her death. No one made a word. No one made a word. I guess it makes more sense. No one said a word. Or ... To illustrate Agent's silence.
I'm sorry for your loss.
If you need information related to the case, I can help to see which of it are made public.
That's unnecessary. I've gathered all the public information.
The information is on paper and it feels ancient to me.
The texture of the paper and the pen creates a romantic atmosphere.
Oh yeah, I do like traditional media a lot, except for like writing. Cause like it's just, I mean, I gotta like digitize my writing anyway. Cause cause all of the books I publish in like digital format, so it just seems like an annoying extra step to like first write it in like paper and pencil and then transfer it to the computer. So, but having it in like the computer runs its own security risk, cause like in digital format it's like easier for like somebody to like swipe it, or for even Microsoft Word, cause of its little helper AI. The thing that's supposedly gonna help you by learning your writing, you need to disable that immediately, cause like what they're doing is like learning your writing and your plot points in order to like steal it. I mean, Studio Ghibli is like putting a major lawsuit against like a bunch of like AI companies, cause not only did they steal their art style, they stole plot points from movies that they had that are still in the woodwork. So, and which they turned into books. So yeah, and they actually had the documentation to prove it that they stole from the major big time. So yeah, like and there's a bunch of other creators that are like aligning themselves to like sue like the artificial intelligence, but because it's like if it's like a small person stealing plot points from like the big guy, then like they fall on them. But if it's like a big company like stealing from like a bunch of people, then they be like, oh, it's no big deal. Why are you making such a big deal? Don't steal from people. Come up with your own ideas. Or just, if you got no idea, just like feed the robot license-free stuff. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of like license-free books you can pilfer from, and like all of the writers are like dead, so like you're not hurting anyone. Whatever. I was surprised by the volume with the documents when I took them from Larry. Case reports and thank you letters published by the person in question, and interviews from fashion magazines. I matched this for my sister, and she seldom wore this style. I could still remember the moments when we picked clothes. It took a long time for us to choose this look, which is hot and dynamic for street snaps. I'm down by the bygone. I am down by the bygone day memories about Ashley. What the hell is that even supposed to mean? I guess that's another way of saying it is that thinking about the dead sister. Larry waited for me to calm down and then ventured a few words.
I know it's difficult, but Ashley passed away. The only thing we can do is move forward together with the memory.
Is that what you have experienced?
You're sharp.
Is that a tacit response? No, she could still mind read him.
And it's not that easy. But this is what Ashley wants to see.
I don't want to resign to it.
After all, your life will go on. What is your plan for the future?
I decided to take over her agency for now. It should be easy for me to get my detective's license, seeing as though I have a bit of a mind control thing going. Although I can be as perfect as Ashley, I still have my dreams. At least I can persevere, just like she is still on my side.
Do you keep the agency's original name?
Yep, with Ashley's first name and last letters as names.
I've heard about it. It's good to commemorate Ashley with such a name. But you may need a new name. A new game with a new meaning.
I felt silent for a while and thought about Larry's suggestion seriously. Perhaps he's right. For now on, the agency will also have new meanings. Well, the meaning being that the previous owner of the agency got murdering weird circumstances. So yeah, it will have that type of meaning. Yeah. But it is different if, if the baton passed in like a peaceful way. Should I change his name to start over? It should be the best decision I've made. Well, where can I put sister? Whatever. Before Larry left, he left all of the documents related to Ashley to me. I was absent-mindedly drinking the cold coffee and flipping through the documents. It's nice to think that like folks drink cold coffee, but I don't know. Like I'm more like my family's more of like a Cuban coffee type of people, you know, drinking it hot, boiling even, and like strong. Like I remember when like my brother gave like have his girlfriend try out like Cuban coffee, and then she became like hyper after that because like Cuban coffee is strong, highly caffeinated. You are going to be, if you take a sip, you are going to be awake for the entire day. So which is something to consider if you're like falling half asleep, you know. Just take a sip of Cuban coffee and you're ready to like go take on the world. It's also kind of bitter, so put a lot of milk and stuff on it and plenty of sugar. Or whatever you like to put on your morning coffee. Or afternoon coffee or midnight coffee. Coffee is not just like a morning drink. The warm light shone on the coffee table and the swaying spots made me raise my head. At that moment, I seemed to see Ashley smile at me. Oh God, it's like ghost. I was in a daze again. Or maybe he put something weird on my coffee. It's time to return to the agency. I had lots of work to do.
It's really you!
It's really you. Oh.
I didn't make a mistake, did I?
I'm sorry, but who are you?
You don't remember me? It's me, Sean!
Alright, and that's the cliffhanger for like the next chapter. Like I think since we got like time, and mostly because I don't know how to turn off the stream when I'm like when it's like running from the computer, I'm gonna show you like the other things in the game. The first thing I wanted to show you is we go to wardrobe. And then here's like where the biggest customization in this game happened. You click on die, and then and then we got like a random dress, and then here are all of the color palettes that you can put on a dress. But of course you need like a lot of this item, and you can, and some depending on the type of dress is all of the customizations that you can give to it. See, like it has 4 different items that can be customized, but other ones can be more complicated. Like this one, you see that it can get customized like at a ridiculous level. It lets you choose 12 different colors of the design element. You see that it goes blue and like gold, and that's not like the only colors. Further on ahead is like the more advanced color settings, and like the darker hues, especially black. One's one that you first have to unlock the lighter shades before you get like to make it. Before you get to make like the outfit like nice and black and classy. Oh yeah, and obviously aside from the outfits, you can the hairdos also get the similar stuff. I see, and this one even has like the class that you can customize. And I just change the color. Change one color here, and then this one here, and so forth. But I haven't like settled on a specific look just yet. Oh yeah, and more than and obviously you can like if it has like a little red icon, is that it can be that you can that it can be customized. There you see up there that it's changing like let me zoom in. That is changing like the color of the little barapi. It's such a small detail, but you know the devil is in the detail and all that nonsense. Let me remove the glasses for a second, and then the other thing that's fun about the customization is that even the makeup can get customized. Like this one that she has on. Let me zoom in a little more. Zoom in some more. Alright, there we are. So we can see we're not focusing on the color of the eyebrows. See? It has unlike the dresses that require like special items to unlock the color palette. At least the makeup, it doesn't require it doesn't require anything to unlock its color variant. So this one has red and blue and and lots of good variants. And some of them are some of them just have like a couple of stuff, while other ones got like a bigger palette for you to work with. And like the most varied one is obviously like the blush and stuff around the eye, because you know, as they say that the eye is like the window to the soul and all that. So then it just works well. Yeah, and you know, and so forth and so forth. Some of the eye contacts, not all of them, but some of them, I did notice that one of them could be dyed. Let me see. I remember seeing that it had like a customization icon. Nope. No, oh, it's just showing the ones that I'm wearing. Okay. Here we are. The other one is like the lipstick. It has, let's go to the mouth. Like certain lipsticks have come with like different shades. And since I only had like 2 lipsticks unlocked, that's just about all I can work with. Let's see, can the eyelashes be? Nope. Okay, but let's zoom into the face again. This one is like the blush. Like the blush, for the most part, it only has like 2 options. Some of them have like 3 options, like this little clown one, but it has the least amount of like variance within them, which is something that you can like experiment with in order to get like your character avatar to look as amusing as possible. Cause even though like it's a detective story, like the core in the end is still a fashion game with like some detective stuff going on the side, or some detective stuff going on with the fashion, you know, whatever. Using fashion to solve crime, you know, be that haircut, if hair off. Whatever, just trying. It's just a weird stuff, but yeah. That's the most basic customization that there is in like the more advanced customization, aside from like changing, you know, as far as like changing dye colors and stuff, which is fun that even the makeup can like be changed. Do you want to say the current dye? Say nope. And I'm not gonna be wearing that. Alright, let me see. We go now to the design room. And then, let me see, where was that? I forgot where the hell I was. Oh yeah, here we have reshape look. Like that was like you can become girl or woman. And over here is like the gallery of different formats that people give to themselves. Like at the beginning, like if you're not like satisfied with your original look when you started designing the character, you can just change that look 100%. And it has like a bunch of variables as far as skin color is. So you can make the look of my character is on purpose. And even like the face shape can be different. Let's see. Get in there. But yeah, very nice and bubbly. But let's go back further back. And in woman, if you pick woman, you have a hell of a lot more. It has a hell of a lot more options to reshape the face. But I prefer the little girl look. But yeah, and then over here's the body type. Let's zoom out. Zoom out. It's gonna be bigger, skinnier. I went for it, but for the most part, it's just how fat, how like thick you wanna make your legs and so forth, or how tall you wanna be. Alright, but I'm so far happy with like the look of my character. Hope it doesn't say that. Alright, there I am. Alright, like as you advance the quest, eventually they give you like a pet that you can adopt, and over here is like his stats. And right now, and I ended up, and just the same way as you can customize your human avatar, you can also like change the pet around. And like right now, my little bunny's asleep. Let's see. And it has like a little diary of updates with the animals and stuff. When will my owner realize that I can groom myself very well and don't need a shower at all? And so many bubbles burying owner inside, and it looks comfy like a cloud. And you'll get sick not covering your belly when sleeping, and take lady as your quilt. And why does the owner struggle to breathe? And shall we try that pose we saw from Varna? But yeah, apparently like the animals write diaries here. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna go click on home. Like aspect of the bit and over here this back here the two here.
Sunset after the rain flavor. I just got the idea. Sunset after the rain flame. Sunset after the rain.
Program optimizing. Space construction complete. Stage of completion 70%. Stability 30%. Adaptability 10%. No op instruction to be entered.
Are you ready? Somewhere no one has ever been to before. The so-called consciousness space is a stable data environment into which people can upload their consciousness and transform the data space through it. Yes, this technology is still under research. What I am constructing right now is just a framework. It's not quite stable and adaptable. Don't worry, I won't let you get hurt. But it's all up to your choice whether to get in or not. Great, let's get started then. Flexible and simple outfits might be the best choice. This is the original state of a data space. Now we can build cities with conscious data. Right. It is the sound of wind. The space simulates a natural climate environment. When air currents pass through skyscrapers, the sound of the wind is formed. Right. No, this is the holographic keyboard projection that comes with the kit. The space is currently in its infancy and still requires manual data entry. When the space is completed, people can build cities within their consciousness.
Uploading city data. No sign of activity yet.
It can aid us in city construction and provide real-time feedback on city dynamics. Then we will access the external weather data and synchronize the weather in space with the real world. Thanks to the sensory equipment, everything you feel in the space is the same as reality. Do you want anything to eat? Although there is no psychological need for you to eat, your appetite can still be triggered. Good explanation. Ice cream? Follow me.
Welcome, welcome!
I had once developed a multifunctional service robot. This is the first generation, Zero. For some reason, Zero was not put into mass production, so it is the only one in the world. Ice cream is only tasty when it is freshly made.
Beep. Interference. Direction lost.
Watch out!